all these thoughts, and it's April 11th. Been trapped at this school for 11 days. A week had passed. I was working as hard as I could to expand my social circle. No luck at all. What about Yuriko? I tried my best to talk to people with a personable smile, but I was shut down every time. I could barely approach anyone without them running away, usually screaming. I was about to give up hope. Keep fighting, Masaya-san. And they allow pets in class, okay? Thanks. Then there was Yuriko, who claimed to have an interest in men, and as such wanted to know more about me. She wasn't lying. Sometimes she would approach me directly, other times she would just watch me from afar. But how am I supposed to make friends with them? Do you have any ideas, Yuriko-san? I probably don't know how to cook, though. Let me think. You could bake them some delicious bread, perhaps. Lure them in with food, you mean? You do love bread, don't you, Masaya-san? Well, I do like it. Then, I'll call you Panterbell Jr. Senior's right here, of course. There are a lot of people who like bread. If you wish, I will bring you more another time. Thanks. I like that. It really was good after all. Did you enjoy the baguette I made last time? I could make you a batard next time. There's butter inside? That sounds great. Huh? Even Panterbell was laughing. You're very amusing, Masaya-san. I truly enjoy your humor. Yuriko-san turned to leave the classroom, her long hair trailing out behind her. I wasn't trying to make a joke. Well, at least you have 3 friends. Looks like it's a hard fight, Masaya-san. A little. She had been following me all week for what she called follow-up interviews, so I'd become used to seeing Tommy-san around. Well, just be patient. These girls are hothouse flowers. They've hardly interacted with a guy before in their lives. Yeah. You're a pretty smooth operator yourself, though. What do you mean? You know what I mean. Getting all friendly with Biju Blue. And that's Yuriko? Yep. Blue Gym. Are her eyes blue? They might be. I don't remember. Who's that? Oh, come on. You didn't know? Yuriko-san. Oh, was that her title? Can I assume you don't know what the words mean either? I'm still not used to all this French. It would be easier if it were in English, at least. Biju Blue means the blue gem. Wow. I found myself speaking in genuine admiration. So Yuriko-san was the blue gem. Yeah, it fits. I know, right? Our school turns out beauties like no other. For that matter, Tommy-san was quite pretty herself. It almost seemed prerequisite for attendance. Getting on good terms with Yuriko-san is a pretty good strategy. Strategy? What? It wasn't intentional? Huh?
つまりそういう一面を持つ彼女は本人の意思を超えたところで一定の影響力を持っているってわけ。
What I'm saying is, she has a title, and a certain amount of influence that goes with it, even more than she realizes. Natsuki-san had said something like that too.
だから真っ先に瑠璃子さんに狙いを定めたのかと思ったんだけど、違ったの？
So I figured you'd make a beeline for Yuriko-san. Was I wrong? No, not at all. Yuriko-san just mentioned she had interest in guys, so...
どういうことよ？
Huh? She did say? Why? As the ace of the news club, she was quick to jump to that fact. I guess you'd have to ask her if you want to know more.
まあそうね。一時ソースに当たる。それが報道の鉄則だもの。
That's true. Go right to the source. That's the reporter's way. Anyway, I wasn't planning to go after people with influence. I wanted to make friends with everyone individually.
なかなか立派なこと言うじゃない。
Oh? Well, that's very honorable of you. I guess so.
参ったわ。
Phew. It's hopeless. Oh, Misa-san. How'd it go? Though, judging from her expression, I didn't really have to ask.
ダメ。結局全員が首を縦には振らなかったわ。
No good. I couldn't sway a single one of them. She had been working on convincing the society members, as projected, and had been a total failure.
あなたの方の守備は？
Oh, I thought that was someone else. How are things going with you? Sorry, no luck here either. In one class, there's even a girl who hides her face behind a textbook or notebook when I show up. They don't seem prepared to accept me just yet.
そう。
Yeah.
それどこのクラス？
What class was it? Let's see. I can't seem to remember, but it happens every time. I've tried to stop by each class a few times.
ちょっと珍しいような話ね。いくらなんでも顔を隠すというの。
That's a little surprising. I wouldn't think they'd actually hide.
まあマサヤさんの方は焦ることはなくってよ。それより私いいことを思いついてしまったの。
But you really shouldn't rush yourself, Messiah-san. As a matter of fact, I've got an idea. Huh?
カッテレンって言葉ご存知かしら？
Have you ever heard the term inflanteers? Nope. I think I've heard it, but I'm not sure.
勝手に連帯して応援する。一種の造語でしょ？
It refers to an informal volunteer. It's a bit of a neologism.
そう。私ったらつい選挙の洗礼のことが念頭にあって、そうした発想は持てなかったのだけど。
Yes. I was so concerned with the official elections that I didn't even think of it.
正式な役員ではなかったとしても、応援はしてもらえるじゃない。
Even if they're not official society members, people can still support us. Oh, I see.
じゃあ、今日の放課後から早速勧誘を始めるわよ。よくって。
So, we'll begin solicitations the first thing after classes today. Understand? Roger.
ああ、ごめん。先に言っておくけど、私は無理よ。君のこと、個人的にはちょっと気に入ってきたけど。
Oh, sorry. I mentioned it before, but I can't help. I mean, I've come to like you personally, but I appreciate that.
とはいえ、公正中立、不偏不当は絶対だもの。どちらかに肩入れすることはできないわね。
But, officially speaking, I need to be neutral and impartial. Fair and balanced. I can't take sides.
わかっているわ。でも、報道はしてくれるわね。私たちが応援団を勧誘すること。
I understand. But you could report on it, couldn't you? Tell them we're recruiting supporters?
それはもちろん。右の手のすることを 左に悟られてはならないなんていうのは報道とは相入れないもの。
Of course. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Doesn't conflict with my journalistic principles.
いいことももちろん悪いこともビシバシ書かせてもらうわよ。
But I'm going to write everything. The good stuff and the bad stuff. Sure.
ねえ千穂さん。
And we finally learned her name. Listen, Chio-san. And I forgot what voice I gave you, but let's see. Let me go through the voices in my head. I gave Utsuko the quiet voice. I think I gave you the higher voice, because that's the only other voice I could do. Let's see. Yeah?
千穂さんはマサヤさんのことをどう思います？
What do you think of Masaya-san? I forgot her voice again. Let's see. Low and high. What? Oh,
何か？
is something wrong? Trying to think of Cinnamon's voice again. Oh, no.
私、男子と顔を合わせる機会がこれまでほとんどなくて。
I've had so many opportunities to interact. I've had so few opportunities to interact with boys.
マサヤさんは見たり聞いたりした限りでは決して悪い人ではないみたいですが、どう判断したらいいかよくわからないんです。
Masaya-san doesn't appear to be a bad person when I speak to him, but I don't have any standard to judge him by.
そっか。
How to do it since their voices are both kind of high. I see.
千穂さんはマサヤさんとはもう交流を持たれました？
Chio-san, have you interacted with Masaya-san yet?
私はそんなマサヤなんかとは。
Oh, me? I am, well, Masaya's just... she dropped a classmate's honorific? And it's the boy, too? It's not very ladylike of her. She is a final course tourist after all.
気にしないことですよ、千穂さん。
Don't let it bother you, Chiho-san.
うん。
Oh, right.
彼のことだけど、私はまだ話したことがないから、ちょっとよくわからないかな。
I think I'm gonna have to make your voice a little less soft-spoken, since it's too similar to hers. So, well, about him. I haven't spoken with him yet, so I don't know, I guess. Okay, that's better, I think.
そうですか。
I see.
けど、なんとなくよ。決して根拠があって言うわけじゃないんだから。
But I feel like it's just a feeling, you know? It has no basis whatsoever, so...
はい。
Yes?
悪いやつではないんじゃないかな。そんな気がする。
I do think he might not be a bad person. That's just the feeling I get.
そうですよね。
I think you're right.
あ、そうだ。まだお話ししていないのでしたら、この機会にお会いしてみてはいかがでしょう。
Oh, I know. If you... I should... Gotta go higher. Oh, I know. If you haven't spoken with him yet, why don't I take this opportunity to introduce you?
私は、そんな。
Oh, me? Well, I'm not...
お嫌でしょうか？
You don't wish to?
もおっしゃっていたことですし、ガールフレンドをたくさん作るようにと。
Still sounds weird though. The chairwoman encouraged him to make girlfriends.
ボーイフレンドやガールフレンド、それがどういう存在かということについても私などはよく知りませんが。
Wow, you guys know nothing. So sheltered. Boyfriends and girlfriends? I know so little of the meaning of those words as well.
お友達ということでしたら想像はつきます。友達が増えるのは嬉しいですよね。
If it refers to friendship, then I can imagine. And it is always better to have more friends.
私はいいや。
Oh, pass.
そうですか。
I see.
さて、じゃあマサヤさん、行くわよ。
Well, oh, and my voice cracks. Well then. Let's get going, Messiah-san. Sure.
昼間言っていたこと、早速実践に移すのね。じゃあ、取材をさせてもらうわよ。
You're putting what you talked about at lunch into practice, right? Could I have an interview about it?
お願い。
Please do.
まずはどこから攻めるの？
Where are you going to attack first?
B 組。私、カッテレンのことを思いついてから真っ先に思いついた人物がいるのよ。
Class B. Now that I'm running of volunteers, I know just who to recruit first.
誰？やっぱりビジュブルー？
Who? Biju Blue, right?
いいえ、違うわ。
No, not her. Surprise.
じゃあ誰かな？他に有望な人なんていたっけ？
Oh? Who is it then? I don't recall you mentioning any other prospects.
まあそれは今から判明してよ。もっとも私もまだ喋ったことのない相手だからうまくいくかどうかはわからないけれど。
Well, you'll see it soon enough. I haven't actually spoken with her before, so I can't ensure that it will go well.
喋ったことのない相手。
Someone you haven't spoken with before? As we spoke, we arrived in front of Class B. Oh, here we are. This is the class where the girl who always hides her face when I come in.
あらそう。彼女じゃなければいいんだけど。
I see. Well, I hope it isn't her then. Then it probably is her. Oh my! It's Soleil Nicole! I heard the whisper of various voices all around us. That was the power that Risu-san had. Her superpower. Oh, then... The moment I stepped in, the girl hid her face behind her notebook again. So it's Chiho. She must have been extremely shy. At least, I hope that was the only reason. Risu-san walked purposely passing through the gap between the desks. Her destination was the girl who was hiding her face.
あら、リセさん。
Oh, Risu-san.
ごきげんよう。
Salutations. She stood right in front of her. She must have known she was being approached, but she just hid further behind her notebook. Her hands and shoulders were trembling. It was definitely an unusual reaction. Is she afraid? No, that can't be it.
千穂さん。
Chiyo-san. What? I don't think that's supposed to be Messiah.
何か？
It might be me. Oh. What is it? Oh, nothing. Yeah. Wait a minute. The name Chiho isn't exactly uncommon. It's not like Rosen or something. Even so, my heart was pounding. Is she the childhood friend he left behind? Chiho-san started trembling even more. Risu-san and Yuriko-san both looked suspicious, while Tammy-san seemed curious. While feeling the girl's eyes sharply fixed on me, my own eyes were locked on Chiho-san. My heart started racing faster. Her notebook was open and her face was completely hidden, but she couldn't hide her hair. Those characteristic pigtails that I just now noticed the color of her hair. She was... Chio? Is it you? Huh? 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 The mother spoke Chio-san. No, my Chio. Threw down her notebook and sent her chair clattering as she stood up. Gotta remember your voice. Her brows knitted tightly. She ground her teeth. Her eyes began to well up with tears. She had never looked at me this way before. But it was unquestionably her. There's no way I would forget my childhood friend's face. You? Huh? What? I'm surprised there was no sound effect for it. Sound effect for that. Hello. Traitor! Oh. Delayed reaction. Delayed select. And she has stars in her eyes. Stop snapping. I was pretty sure that trained squeal had come from me. But it was such a merciless blow that it wasn't surprising that I would cry out in shock. A scoop! What a scoop! Tommy-san ran off, chasing after Chio's departing form. All that remained in the room. Ah! Did you see? Did you? Violence! Actual violence! Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's an explosion of activity, a lingering anger, and a lot of cold gazes. Look, even both of them are crying. Don't cry, Panther Bill. Oh. What on earth happened between them? I had assumed he was not a bad person, but perhaps I was wrong? Even the usual placid Yuriko-san looked distressed.